So, you take a vacation to China, and boom, all of a sudden you're lost. You're hungry, you're starving, you're gonna need a bowl of rice, but you don't know how much. So you take the area of your head, and you fill it with rice. That should be sufficient for you. The area of an equilateral triangle is area equals square root of 3 over 4 side squared. That should be a sufficient amount of rice for you to survive the night. So, all the rice you're going to need, you're going to need to measure your hat. And, of course, since you're the biggest man in China, your hat is 1 meter long. Alright, so if we put that meter long into the equation, A equals square root of 3 over 4, 1 squared, you get yourself a square root of 3 over 4 big hat. So let's say you run out of rice in your hat. You're going to be pretty hungry. You bring out your mama's wok and you place it on the stove. And you don't know how much you're going to eat, so you need to find the area of the wok, which would be area equals pi r squared, where r is the radius. So that's the area of the wok. Let's go find something to eat. Let's get this one. It fits.
So here's a sight you thought you'd never see me teaching math, Miss Trainer. So, application problem. Let's say you are the manager of a potato field in Soviet Russia, and you need to make the field, which is ideally rectangular shaped, the correct size to produce the right amount of potatoes to distill into vodka. So, what you would do is have your rectangular field here, and simply to find the area, you'd use the equation area equals base times height. So our rectangular here is defined by opposite sides being congruent and all angles being right. We're back for another application problem involving Russian things. So let's say you have this vodka bottle which is similar to this right triangle here. You know the area of the right triangle and you're trying to find the height of this vodka bottle. So you can solve for the height using the area formula of a right triangle, which is 1/2 base times height, since a right triangle is 1/2 of a rectangle. So let's say the area is 12 and the base is 3. You can solve for height. Height equals 8 centimeters, since we're not in the US.
Suppose you're doing a flashcard test number 28 and you just heard the word area formulas. You'd write down number 1 because it's the first problem, then you would write area formulas. And usually you would write that a square is the first one, since it is the simplest. The definition of a square is all sides are congruent and there are 90-degree angles on all vertices. Then the area equals base times height, but because all sides are the base and the height, you can just approximate it as sides. It's a side times a side, or area equals side squared.
To find the area of the line you have to work on, you need an area of a trapezoid, which is area equals 1/2 height, which you get from right here, times base 1 plus base 2. So that, which you could also write as area equals h over 2 times b1 plus b2. Pero eso no muchos mexicanos lo sabemos, somos muy pues. Hola, ¿cómo están? So, coming home from work, it's about 8 o'clock. I got done with my shift, 12 hours, no, 14, 15 hours, no overtime, you know. Alright, so I got some frijoles to cook for tonight's dinner, you know, pretty good. But I need to find out how many I can put in my pot. So, I gotta approximate the area of it, more or less, an ellipse, you know? So, let's just say, this radius, 1 millimeter. Acá, 3 millimeter. Ay, güey, ¿qué es eso? Eso no. Así. Y aquí, para el área, la haces así. Y así ya sabiendo el área, knowing the area, you can find out how many beans you can put in your pot and how much you'll eat in your tummy.
Oh. Come here, doggy. You want? I love you. Holy fuck. Oh shit. Yeah,